All right, so Athens. So you did get to experience your first ruins in Athens, like your first ever.
Right.
I mean, there's historic stuff in the United States and Mexico, but it's not the same, obviously, as the Acropolis. And so we did the Acropolis itself with the Parthenon and the Temple of Athena and those structures, in which you climb up and it's super hot. And it's a little bit unpleasant. It is. And the super slippery rocks everywhere, which are, of course, thousands of years old, and there's nothing you can do about it. And we did the Acropolis Museum, which is a beautiful museum that really covers the Acropolis and explains what you've seen and lets you see the real things that were taken out of it, and gives a history of that. And that's a very new museum for anyone who's not been to Greece recently. It's a great museum, only opened up, I think, within the last 8 years, but does an excellent job of just being a great museum, but of really enhancing the Acropolis experience in general. But so what was your impression of getting to experience 3,000-4,000 year old ruins and being so close to like ancient history in that way?
Yeah, it was pretty awesome. I've never really been able to do it like you said, and it was like something different and cool that not a lot of people get to experience. Yeah. And just seeing everything there, like in real life, but also like in the museum of everything that used to be there. It was cool. It was really cool and neat and different, very different.
And now a mosquito. And of course this village that we're in on Crete. So Crete is older civilization-wise than mainland Greece by quite a bit. So Crete here had the Minoan civilization, and the village that we're in is actually 3,700 years old. And there are Minoan and Hellenistic and Roman and Ottoman ruins just over the hill right there, walking distance away, which is super interesting. So unlike most places, being in Athens for a couple days, but being here for a week and a half, you're kind of living in that history. Like this is, for almost 4,000 years, people have lived right here in this little spot that we're sitting in. It's been continuously habitated, and that's pretty different. Then, so we went on from Athens to the island of Santorini.
Yes.
What did you think of Santorini?
I loved it. It was so beautiful and pretty much what I expected. We did a few different cities.
Kind of. I mean, they call them cities. They're really villages. They're quite small.
Yeah. We did Ia and then
Fira.
Fira, yeah. And
Camari. We stayed in Camari.
Right. And that was pretty. The beach is something that I've never seen before. It was actually a rock beach, and so I'm used to sand. Back home we have sandy beaches, and in Camari it was rocks, and so it was different, but it was pretty and pretty cool to see something new. Ia was super pretty. That was the last thing we did in Santorini, and it was pretty. A lot of people, because that's a huge touristy area, but it was pretty. It's very much like the pictures you see everywhere. And then Fira
is where we transferred the buses and where we did the sunset.
Oh yes, that food was good. I like that food too. But yes, that was different too. It was very much like Ia, very crowded and touristy, but Ia was way more because that's just where everyone goes. But bees.
Yes, the bees right around my head.
I don't like bees. Okay.
Lots and lots of bees. Yeah, I don't know why we have this one bee that just doesn't want to leave us alone.
Yes.
So we only did 2 days in Santorini. It was very short. We had one night. We flew in super early in the morning, did the Camari beach, did Fira. I did a whole bunch of hiking, which I have other videos of.
I did napping.
You did napping on the beach. We had some great food on the beach.
Yes.
Good
just
crepes.
Breakfast. Good
yep,
crepes.
That's right. Oh, yes. So that was the King's Cafe. We did for some amazing crepes on the beach. Really great venue.
Yes.
In Camari. Our Airbnb in Camari was really nice. Getting around the island by bus wasn't too bad. A little bit, it takes longer than it should.
Yeah.
Way too many crowds just overall. But so we had a very short overall trip. But I think that's good for Santorini. It's kind of an in and out kind of place. You want to see it, but you don't want to linger.
Yeah, I didn't think I needed any more time. Like, once we hit what we needed to hit, like, I was good.
Yeah.
Like, I was ready to move on.